There was a time in the early universe when light existed, but it could not travel. Space was filled with a dense fog of charged particles, protons and electrons drifting freely, colliding constantly, scattering every photon that tried to move. The cosmos glowed, but the glow could not escape. It was as if the universe were lit from within yet wrapped in its own newborn storm. For nearly 400,000 years, this fog persisted. During that time, the universe was a hot ocean of energy, gradually cooling as it expanded. Each second made it a little dimmer, a little calmer. And then, in a moment that would define everything that followed, the fog thinned. The universe reached a temperature low enough for the first atoms to form. Electrons, once wild and unbound, finally settled into orbits around protons. And just like that, space became transparent. Light, trapped since the beginning, was suddenly free. It streamed outward in all directions, carrying with it an imprint of the universe's first clear moment. That ancient glow still surrounds us today as the cosmic microwave background, a faint whisper of heat detectable by radio telescopes. It is the oldest light in existence, the universe's first portrait. But the true dawn came later, and it was nothing like the soft sunrise of Earth. After the universe turned transparent, darkness ruled. No stars existed yet, no galaxies, only expanding space, cooling matter, and pockets of hydrogen waiting to ignite. This quiet era is known as the Cosmic Dark Ages, not because nothing was happening, but because nothing was shining. Slowly, gravity began its patient work. Hydrogen clouds gathered, thickened, collapsed under their own weight. In these collapsing knots of gas, pressure rose, temperatures climbed, and after millions of silent years, the first stars flared into existence. They were nothing like the stars we see now. These primordial giants were enormous and short-lived, burning with a ferocity that reshaped their surroundings. Their ultraviolet light tore apart the hydrogen fog around them, carving tunnels of clarity into the darkness. Then, for the first time in cosmic history, the universe lit up. Galaxies began to form, tiny at first, assembling themselves from clusters of stars like sparks catching into flame. These early islands of light merged, collided, and grew, evolving into the spirals and ellipses that populate the sky today. The universe was no longer a silent expanse. It had become a landscape of radiance. Every star we see today carries a trace of that first light. Every galaxy is a descendant of those early luminous grains. When we observe the cosmic dawn through powerful telescopes, we are watching the universe learn to shine, taking its first steps toward the complexity that would eventually build planets, oceans, and life. The first light was not gentle. It was fierce, raw, and transformative. But from that intensity came everything that could ever look back at the sky and wonder where the light began.